The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level.
I fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since
Everybody.
2002.
Mention me one. You
Since
mention me
2002.
one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
No.
It's gonna be me.
I don't
And
care
you
about
will-
anybody else.
And you will see that.
Things heated up in Las Vegas as Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford continued their fiery press tour ahead of their historic September 13th showdown. The latest stop delivered on the hype, with both champions trading verbal jabs in front of a buzzing crowd, amplifying the anticipation for what promises to be an epic clash.
So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Why?
Canelo ignited the rivalry early, dismissing Crawford's achievements by claiming, "You fought with nobody," criticizing his resume as being built on lesser opposition. Crawford, unfazed, responded calmly and sharply, saying, "Watch when I walk you down," when you're supposed to be the bigger man, signaling that he's ready to stand his ground.
Everybody else been saying, since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them. Stuff a mud hole in it, and he gonna be next.
The mind games intensified when Canelo called for a smaller ring, seemingly trying to limit Crawford's movement. Crawford shot back with a grin, "The only running I'll be doing is running upside his head. And he's got a big head too," turning the verbal sparring into a playful yet pointed exchange.
You need to put a small ring. The smaller ring in the...
The only, hey Matt, yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that.
Their near-physical face-off in New York nearly erupted into chaos, with Canelo shoving Crawford before security and UFC President Dana White intervened to defuse the tension. Later, in Vegas, Canelo accused Crawford of provoking him under the orders of Turki Alshik, which Crawford vehemently denied, asserting, "Turki didn't ask me to do nothing." Each stop on this tour only fuels the psychological warfare growing between these two fighters.
Fighting with nobody. And you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
And it's gonna be different from you.
At the post-press conference, Canelo Alvarez didn't hold back when discussing Crawford, especially after their intense New York face-off. He admitted that their interaction had shifted from respectful to confrontational, saying, "I don't like that kind of stuff," and suggested that Crawford's actions might have been encouraged by Turki Alshik, claiming, "I think Turki told him, hey, you need to do something."
You know, what I think is Turki Alshik told him, "Hey, you need to do something." You see so nervous in Riyadh in the press conference.
Canelo also pointed out that Crawford appeared nervous earlier in the press tour. He accused him of hypocrisy, saying Crawford claimed he wouldn't do anything just because someone told him to, yet he did. Canelo warned that once he lands a big punch, Crawford would start running, implying he believes Crawford won't be able to stand toe-to-toe under pressure.
Canelo, when you land a big punch on Crawford, you just start running. It is what it is. What do you do then?
Oh, I don't know. I need to do something, right? But believe me, if he's gonna run all night, he's not gonna.
Despite the tension, Crawford expressed high respect for Canelo Alvarez, calling him an all-time great and acknowledging that fate brought them together, two Hall of Famers in one of the biggest events in 20 years. However, Crawford made it clear this is business. "I'm coming to take everything he's got," emphasizing his focus on victory.
I'm a big fan. You know,
When asked about the challenge Canelo presents, Crawford admitted it's difficult to predict without sharing the ring but expressed confidence in his ability to adapt. He revealed he wanted to skip 154 altogether, moving straight from 147 to 168 to face Canelo, something he believes no one has attempted at this level. Responding to Canelo's criticism of his resume, Crawford fired back, "How can you become a two-time undisputed champion without facing anyone? If I haven't fought anybody, what will they say after I beat him?"
Back at him. If I haven't faced anyone, after I beat him, then what they gonna say? I still ain't faced no one. So I don't know how you can become the first male boxer to become a two-time undisputed champion without facing anyone.
Critics have questioned Crawford's path, but he reminded everyone that nothing was handed to him. He took everything that belongs to him. Boxing analyst Stephen A. Smith sees this fight as a legacy-defining chess match. He praises both fighters' star power and skills, calling it a can't-miss event and emphasizing that the contest transcends sport. It's a cultural moment. Smith highlights Crawford's versatility and southpaw prowess, warning that facing Canelo will be one of the toughest tests of his career.
I think my initial reaction would be to say that I think that Crawford would be the superior boxer, as great as Canelo is, as seasoned as he is with 65 fights, if I recall, on his record.
Drawing on insights from Teddy Atlas, Smith notes that Crawford's ability to switch stances, adjust tactics mid-fight, and land precise shots could pose serious problems for Alvarez. However, he also underscores Canelo's proven adaptability and elite boxing IQ. In Smith's view, this bout is a strategic chess match, an intense mental duel that will ultimately define their legacies.
If Canelo catches him, it could be trouble. But I would still say it would be a very interesting fight. I just believe that Crawford hasn't been in the ring with anybody this powerful.
Corona Davis, who has shared the ring with both Crawford and Canelo, offered a candid breakdown of what a 168-pound fight between them might look like. Praising Crawford's elite skills, Davis emphasized the significant size difference, noting that Canelo's physicality and punching power pose a real challenge. Canelo's just a big dude, Davis said, highlighting that size and skill combined make him formidable.
You got two great fighters in there. I think one guy got the advantage. He's body type, how big a person he is. I think that will be a deciding factor.
Davis believes Crawford would need to execute a near-perfect fight to win, but even then, hurting someone as durable as Canelo at super middleweight would be difficult. If I had to put my money on someone, Davis admitted, it would be Canelo, citing the Mexican star's size and power as key advantages.
It'd be a lot harder to damage Canelo. You know, Canelo will be, his punches will be way more effective than Crawford's punches. With a 150, so it'll be an issue. It's not possible, but it'll be hard.
Errol Spence Jr. didn't hesitate to back Crawford's bold challenge to Canelo, calling it a pursuit of true greatness. Why not, Spence asked. If Bud wants to challenge himself, let him try to be great. While unsure of the outcome, Spence made it clear he's rooting for Crawford and believes the fight has the potential to be a monumental achievement.
It could happen. I mean, why not? If Crawford wanna challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. You know, so you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So you know, I'll be going for Bud. You know, if he fight Canelo.
Spence praised Crawford's ambition and mental toughness, noting his hunger to chase something big. He pointed out that Canelo moved up from 147 to 175 against Sergey Kovalev, illustrating that such weight jumps are possible. If Canelo can do it, Spence argued, Crawford can too. He believes Crawford possesses the grit, IQ, and hunger to shock the world and etch his name into boxing history.
I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So I mean, if he can do it, and he started at 147. So I mean, if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?